So there is Zeileh Zhang stating that he has just completed his fourth bone spur surgery. And he stated that he did not have the amount of time or the proper amount of time to heal after the surgeries. And let me counterpunch. I think that goes back to whoever manages Zeileh Zhang. You know, if he didn't have enough time to heal from the bone spurs, that means he should reconsider his team. You know, it's kind of like Martin McCauley with the Billy Nelson thing with the overeating and the decisions that were made or weren't made on his behalf. I think the same goes for Zeileh Zhang. If you've had 4 bone spur surgeries and you didn't have enough time to heal, how do you think that you're going to perform? You know, and I look deeper into this. It sounds more like an excuse, you know. We've seen him on the table. We've seen, you know, him in the doctor's office and all that. I'm not saying that he didn't have bone spurs, but what I'm saying is, why are we just now hearing about this when he gets beat? We heard nothing about him having issues or problems or surgeries, procedures. We heard nothing about this before he got beat. Now he gets beat, then, oh, I had bone spurs, I didn't have enough time to recover, and yada, yada, yada. To me, it just sounds like an excuse instead of a reason. Reasons are normally for the winners. You know how you guys know how I feel about that. Excuses are for the losers. I mean, that's just how it comes off. That's just a perception. Because in any case, if he was going to win, and he's won a lot. He's beat Joe Joyce twice. He's beat Deontay Wilder. And he lost to Joseph Parker, but he dropped him twice. But even when he lost to Joseph Parker, you didn't hear anything about bone spurs. You know, now, I do know people keep things a secret, but if that's the case, keep it a secret. Because there should be no reason for you to reveal that secret now, just because you lost. Because there had to be a reason you kept it a secret when you were doing all that winning, because you didn't want people to worry. So why and what would it benefit you telling everyone now that you lost? I know, an excuse. You know, it's easier to, hey, yeah, well, I had this issue going on. That's why I couldn't fight. And that's why I couldn't throw punches, because bone spurs do affect your joints and the way you move by, you know, shooting pain into your joints and into your limbs or wherever you're having the bone spurs. But the problem is you waited a bit too late to add, hey, this is my 4th surgery. And I just find it weird that you're just bringing this up now, you know? Because it never fails. It's always something was wrong with the fighter, and this fighter wasn't doing well, or this fighter wasn't feeling well, or this fighter had this to deal with, or this fighter had that to deal with. It's always something all the time. Now, I did wonder where Zeileh Zhang was at, but, you know, nonetheless, this is where he's supposed to have been. Now, I will say this about Zeileh Zhang. Since he didn't have time to train or heal from the bone spurs, let's make damn sure you have or make enough time to heal now. Especially since you've revealed to everybody that you had these conditions or these surgeries because of these conditions in the first place. So let's not let this be a reason or an excuse for the next defeat, if there is a next defeat. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.